Welcome, Commanders. Welcome to another episode of Xcom 2 multiplayer. This time around, I'm using one of each. You could say of the Xcom squad with one Phantom, one Gunslinger, and combat hacker. Personally, I think the Gunslinger has a lot more usage than sharpshooter because you can you let's say you have the options to go medium to close range combat instead of pure long range combat. The only thing the sharpshooter is having is the dead eye, and you are basically relying most of your firepower on that single shot. Like if you miss that shot, you are losing like 15 damage, 12 to 15 damage. I think, yeah, and the hit chance is not all that higher than the gunslinger. I believe they have the same aim. So, yeah, and Killzone, I don't think Killzone is that good in multiplayer because you cannot have the expanded magazine like in single player. So you will simply use up all your ammo on a lower than normal chance to hit shot. Because I believe it counts as an Overwatch shot, so you have the aim penalty. Anyway, so I think Gunslinger is a lot more useful than the sharpshooter, and not to mention the sharpshooter is 500 more points expensive. So personally, I think in single or multiplayer, I think the Gunslinger is better than the sharpshooter. And so, because after the checking, I know that this map is pretty small, so I want to dash the Phantom to further to the side to see if I can see anything. I do not want to dash too much towards the forward direction, but I cannot. Judging from the starting position, I don't think I can get into any meaningful position with a blue move. So I kinda have to dash and cannot overwatch too much. And yeah, like if I blue move, I'm not seeing anything, and I don't even have any meaningful cover to use within my blue move. So I have to dash, but I cannot dash straight forward because the map is small enough that I could be caught in a horrible position next turn if I do so. So this is a pretty bad starting point, I would say, simply because the map is small and I cannot really set up the defensive Overwatch 9. I kinda have to dash, or yeah, I don't think anything will move within the Overwatch range of this officer anyway, but like I said, I don't want to dash straight forward because if the enemy is spawning on that side, it's basically giving them a free kill on the officer. I don't want to lose anything before I even engage with the enemy, even if it is an officer, because yeah, officer is very important part in most of the squads because of what they can do and their survivability. They can survive at least. They need at least 2 shots to kill unless for some reason you manage to flank them with center ball, a Dromedon, or a Gatekeeper, and get a crit. Most importantly, you have to get a crit. And even on top of that, there's still a chance that the officer can dodge. So yeah, the survivability of the officer is, yeah, but I know I already talked about how OP the officers are. So yeah, I should stop mentioning that because everybody knows it by now. So yep, the music starts playing after I end my turn. So when the music starts playing, it means that if the enemy dash forward, they will be able to see us. Or if both of us blue move, we will be able to shoot at each other. That's about the range that triggers the music playing in my experience. So, with that in mind, um, the enemy should be inside the church. I think this is a church, a mostly broken church. Let's say that. Yeah. So when the enemy is within the church, we can the two officers at the right side can move in to flanking position, and the Phantom can still move forward to scout ahead. And let's hope that the enemy do not have scan or anything, or else our Phantom will have to be dashed away for a turn or two. Um, Again, this is a custom match, I think, and this player is from Xcom 1 multiplayer 2. He is kinda new to Xcom 2 multiplayer, but he is quite good in Xcom 1. And I'm not sure why, but he somehow has a tier 1 pistol. Maybe he is using some kind of mod? I'm not sure, but he is having tier 1 pistol for some reason, and I only have 49% shot. So my grenade did not reach him, so I decided to mark before I tried to shoot it with the sniper. And of course, it didn't hit, and it revealed that he has a grenadier for some reason. Like, yeah, I'm not sure why in XCOM 2 they keep showing you random stuff behind walls. If you are at the edge of the line of sight, you sometimes will be able to see through the wall for a split second. Yeah, this is pretty stupid if you ask me. And because I only blue move the officer on the first turn, I have to dash him in this turn because I'm assuming he started at the left corner of the map, so most, if not all, of his units will be on the left side of the church, so I'm pretty safe to dash in to the right hand side. Even if they see me, they will need to use their resources on killing that officer. So my Phantom, if they decided to kill the right hand side officers, my Phantom will most likely get a good flank on them. And if I kill someone, I can use Implacable to run back into a better cover. And with Shadow Strike, it is pretty easy to get 100% shots if you are flanking. And right here I move the Phantom to the side because I do not want to risk like reviewing him before I get the chance to strike. Because right now I only know he has a sniper and grenadier. Because he has 2 armor, so it will be a grenadier. I think. Yeah, I'm not sure, but with 2 armor it will be a grenadier. It will not be any Xcom soldiers anyway. So I use the flat assessment on the officer. Hopefully he can survive this turn, and also give him an overwatch shot if he decided to move before he tried to shoot. Like if he want to grenade me, he may have to move. Because right now I am out of his sight range, so it is likely that his grenades will not reach, so he will have to reposition. But then again, the overwatch shot do not hit anyway. And now this is good. The whole point of officers is make them use the resources on your officer instead of your important guys. In this case, it's my 3 Xcom soldiers. But if he's a grenadier, he will have at least 2. It will be either a shotgun or plus a grenade, or 2 grenades plus a rocket launcher. Both of these are pretty. Like all of them can destroy cover. Let's just say that. I want them to use it on my officers, so that I can fight them with while they are in cover. And I believe I have an advantage because I still have a Phantom, and I can rapid fire anything that I can flank, and it will have an extremely high chance to kill because you will have like 60 or 70 crit chance with unless you are extremely far away. If you're flanking, it will be pretty easy to achieve 100% shot even with rapid fire. So yep, this is pretty good for us while they keep using the resources on the officers. And next turn I can be move in to the right hand side to hopefully flank or even grenade his sniper. Let's see, when we get the turn, let's see what I did in this match. Yep, this is a pretty decent connection already, but still it is some lag is going on. And yep, there is his medic, I think. And this guy did not reach with the grenade, and this guy cannot move into cover. So this is when I would say you don't always need cover, because they cannot see me anyway if I'm in this position. So it is very safe for me to grenade, and I'm not sure why the grenadier take 2 damage. The sniper didn't even fall on top of him, but somehow it take 2 damage. I'm not sure what is happening. Yeah, because it is only an A protocol instead of a flat assessment, so the sniper will surely be the hacker. It will not be a hacker, it will be a medic, because it is A protocol instead of flat assessment. And right here, because I cannot have a good shot on them, so I try grappling on top of the car to get a better shot and hopefully see his sniper or grenadier. But turns out I can only see his hacker, so I take a 69% shot. And then the 75 flanking shot is not hitting, and my giant Zap is not in range, and it is still not in range. Right here, I think it will be worth using the Zap, AoE Zap, because it does a lot of damage, and it is unlikely that he will be moving his units together. This kind of damage is worth making because it makes both of them within one shot range, I believe. Maybe not the grenadier, but the sniper will be in one shot range, and it will bring the grenadier to half health, I think, so that Frank will still kill it. With the grenade, while I still have one grenade left, it is likely that I can still grenade the Rocketeer to shred both of the two armor and then take a flanking shot and most likely kill it. If I manage to get a second turn, I mean survive this turn. Let's just say that. Unless he tried to put more resources onto killing the officer. I believe this grenadier can still do cover destruction. I believe he has the ability of saturation fire. I think the name is the skill name is saturation fire, so he can destroy the cover and kill the officer. And my last officer, even though he is not in cover, he is not in sight of any of their soldiers. So unless they invest another blue move into scouting him out, they will not be able to kill him. And even if they see him, they cannot one-shot him. I don't think tier 2 guns can crit for 12 unless you enable Dead Eye or something. Yeah, they need 2 shots to kill them. So let's see what happens. And he is very unlikely to grenade the half health officer, because the grenade cannot one shot them unless it's a plasma grenade. And if you steal grenade and then shoot, you are treating him like a full health officer. While this could be the right thing to do, but most of the time, psychologically, you do not want to do this, because you will be thinking to yourself, I'm wasting my resources on a half health officer. If it's a full health officer, you will think, it is a nice investment if I grenade and then shoot him. But then if he's at half health, you kinda do not want to use your resources. And right here, because it still can't be as within high cover, so his saturation fire is not does not manage to hit my officer. So again, he destroyed my cover, but he used off his ammo, and now he needs another shot to kill it. And while the first grenade is also burning the sniper, so the sniper cannot use his ability.
On the move.
He have to run. If he run, he cannot use his sniper. And right here, I still do not know if he is a gunslinger or a sharpshooter. And well, it doesn't really matter because he's burning. He cannot use his gunslinger ability, and if he moves, he cannot use his sniper without. So one pistol shot is not gonna do anything, and then he cannot overwatch or reload or yeah, he basically can do anything with that sniper. And next turn I can use the ranger to get a rapid fire on his grenadier and most likely kill it. And maybe and then my remaining officer can move like to this box to flank or mark depending on the situation, depending on if my sniper managed to see. Yep, my sniper managed to see the grenadier and get a 95% shot. So yep, the only thing logical to do here is just take the 95% shot. And of course, with the 2 armor and 3 shield, I'm only doing 1 damage to his health. Right here, I think to myself that I get a sure kill on the grenadier, and that's why I decided to move out of cover for a 100% shot. And sometimes the 70 crit is not gonna crit anyway, and he somehow survived. This is actually pretty damn bad for us. Yeah, I can combat protocol it, but again, this is limited resources, and now I do not have impeccable to move back to a better cover. Like if I could have take the high cover over here, but then again I may not have 100% shot because I thought a 70% crit is surely gonna kill it with rapid fire. But yeah, when RNG says no, you can't do anything. So yeah, and this is showing sometimes you do not always need cover. Like the combat protocol have squad sight, so you only need a line of sight of it. You do not need to be close enough. It is important thing to note that the combat protocol has squad sight, and the A protocol, I believe, no matter how far your teammates are, you can still A protocol them. I don't think it even requires range or line of sight to use the A protocol. But combat protocol, you need a line of sight, so I decided to move out of cover instead of taking cover, because they are not close enough to do anything. Anyway, if they decided to kill my, if they somehow can see my hacker and decided to kill him, my phantom will survive and the phantom will wreck them next turn. There's no other way around it. They will be hitting the phantom, trying to kill the phantom. So right here, you do not need cover. Like in a lot of the episodes, one way or the other, you are still in a good position. Like if I move into cover and do not manage to have this line of sight to the heavy, and I do not manage to hit the combat protocol, I will have to take a 75% shot with the officer, and if that means I will lose, I will probably lose this match, because my phantom will be surely dead, and they could heavily hurt at least heavily hurt my officer, because yeah, my phantom is out of cover. It is likely that they straight up kills him. And yeah, I am not a lucky person, so I do not think I can survive. Like, I don't believe I have ever survived a full turn with a exposed guy. They always die. Sometimes they even get crit in cover. Well, so yeah. So now I'm considering the Phantom dead, and I'm thinking about how can I manage to win with Gunslinger and the Hacker, and hopefully the officer do not take too much damage, so he can still be useful somehow. I believe he marked. Did he mark? Yeah, I forgot if he already marked or not. If he can mark and manage to stay alive this turn, yeah, he will stay alive. The worst case that could happen is the cover get destroyed. Um, because he only have 3 units left, and he needs 2 crits, at least 2 crits to kill my Phantom. If none of it crits, he will need all of his units hitting. If any of the shot miss, my Phantom can survive. But again, you should not be relying on that, so you should plan the next turn while the enemy is thinking about their moves. So next turn, my combat hacker can take cover and hopefully sap at least 2 targets, and my sniper, hopefully if he can still see, if he take half cover, my sniper will still have 93% shot, I think, around that, with just like the Grenadier, if he take low cover. So my sniper can still have a decent chance to hit, and my hacker can hopefully sap 2 targets. I believe now the shield bearer is within the sap range. His sniper is also within sap range, I believe. And I will, of course, I will priority with his sniper, because his sniper is still burning. He will take another 1 to 3 damage, and yeah, right here I already have 2 targets to stab, and these 2 will be dead. Even if the stab doesn't kill the sniper, the burning will. And I'm not sure. Maybe his burning is at the last turn. I'm not even sure, because most likely guys just don't survive that long. The burning, it doesn't really survive that long. And right here, of course, again, I guess he do not have any good cover. Maybe he don't want to take this high cover because he is afraid that my officer can flank. So, but then again, he didn't move his shield bearer. But of course, I believe he wanted to give us a good target to shoot, so we will take the high killing chance on the shield bearer instead of shooting the 2 important guys in cover. Yeah, and I believe the burning is already gone this turn, so his sniper can be useful next turn. And then I remember that I am out of ammo, and so my sniper can't really do much, and so my hacker can see all 3 of them. If you can see them, you are in range of sapping, and luckily for me, he decided to move all of his units together for easy sap. So, yep, sapping all of them and bring his medic down to 6 health, I believe. Yeah, and yep, and then my officer can still mark, which is great news. And I cannot see him on top of the car. And right here again, I do not need cover at this point, because even if I cannot kill him this turn, he cannot one-shot any of my guys. He is a medic. He cannot do anything. He can, even if he crit, he will not be one-shotting us, so we do not need cover. So instead I take the high chance to end the game move, that I just move down into no cover and lightning hand, fan fire, and to finish him off. So yeah, that's the game. The um, the really bad move of me was moving my phantom into no cover, because, but then again, at that point in time I really thought that 100% I'll run. I expect an at least 90% hit and 70% crit. I expect that to be a sure kill. I did not expect that both shot did not crit with a flanking Shadow Strike shot. But again, when RNGesus says no, you're not gonna do anything. Yep. So yeah, Combat Hacker is pretty badass if you manage to caught your enemy within range of your zap. The zap can also disorient. I did not see any stun yet. I don't think it can stun, but a simple disorient thing zap is enough for you to win the game. And this game also shows that, yeah, you do not always need cover. Like, even in single player, I don't take cover a lot of the time if it means sure kill of the enemy. You would rather make a shot 90% instead of taking cover and take a 70% shot. I would rather take a 90% shot instead of staying in cover for a 70. That's, at least that's how I play. Like, I think that is yeah, killing your enemy is always better than letting them stay alive for another turn, as far as I'm concerned. Killing is always better. Yep, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and may the RNGesus be with you. Goodbye.